Welcome to the 2 Acre Homestead. My name is Lisa. If you follow our podcast, then you know we have taken the entire month of May off so that we can focus some of our energy and time into our homestead here. This is our first year homesteading on this particular property, and we are super excited. While we've been off, we've been getting our gardens up to speed. We've been doing lots of planting, lots of soil amending, and just really getting everything ready and established. We've already had several harvests come out of this first year garden on this property. We've also had several disasters in our gardens as well. In this row, I had planted corn in it. And unfortunately, that corn didn't germinate. So we had to quickly pivot and try planting garbanzo beans, or some people would call them chickpeas. Normally, when we lived in growing zone 9B, we would have planted this out in the cooler months. It's a bit of a gamble, but we felt like it was worth it. We would give it a try. So we're growing garbanzo beans in this particular row instead of the corn. So we'll see if it works. One thing that's been growing like just insane in our area here in this garden is we've been growing lots of beans. We find that beans, especially bush beans, seem to do really well here in this little microclimate that we have going on. And I say it's a microclimate because what we're finding is that it can get as low as 38 degrees at night, and then in the morning or in the daytime, it can jump all the way up to 90 degrees during the day. That's a 52-degree temperature spread, but apparently the beans love it. And we're growing all sorts of beans. We're growing just your regular snap beans. We're also testing out kidney beans and different tapiary, what's called tapiary beans. We're also growing those. So really excited about our bean production. Now, on over to the animal side of our homestead. We just processed 49 meat birds, and we are happy to say that they are now in our freezer. We also have in our rabbitry, we currently have our new doe. We named her Honey Bunny. She gave birth to a total of 12 kits, that is baby rabbits. Unfortunately, because she was a brand new mom, she's never given birth before, she gave birth to the majority of the kits on the wire. In other words, she didn't make a nest for them. And so there's only 5 that were left. But our proven doe, the one that we call Big Mama, she had a litter of 5, and we are happy to report all are alive and well, and they will be going into their grow out cages soon. Because we're still new here, we've been spending most of our time getting to know our neighbors and other people who homestead just like we do. I can't stress enough how important it is to get to know other farmers, other people who grow food, whether that's animals or whether that's vegetables, whatever the case is, especially when you're new in an area, because they can give you some insights on things that can grow really well in your area and things that don't grow really well in your area. And because likely they have been there longer, they know not just the area, but they probably have connections to different people that can help you on your homestead. I'm super excited to report, with that in mind, that we are going to be getting goats soon. I'm so excited. I can't wait to have dairy goats on this property because for our family, we go through lots of milk. And when I look at our budget and the things that we buy from the grocery store, dairy is the biggest gap that we have. We produce a lot of our own food here, and we produce, I would say 80% of the meat that we consume is produced here. So that's a good thing. But dairy is something that we just don't produce. So super excited to say that we are going to be getting goats. Now, if you listen to the podcast and you know my husband, infrastructure is always first. If left up to me, I would have the goats right now with no place to put them in. So fortunately for me, I have somebody who thinks ahead. And so we are going to be working on infrastructure first, and then we'll be getting our goats. And we'll keep you up to date, maybe here on YouTube, but definitely on our podcast. And speaking of our podcast, we're getting ready to go into season 2. And we are excited to have all of you join us on season 2 of the 2 Acre Homestead podcast. You can find our podcast anywhere you get podcasts. We're everywhere at this point. And we wanted to say thank you, especially to those of you who are active listeners and who actively send us emails and get in touch with us also on Instagram. Thank you for reaching out to us. Now, this coming season of the 2 Acre Homestead podcast, we are going to be having lots of interviews of some of you, the listeners, and also some people that we have met along the way who are doing the exact same thing that we are. So that is what is coming up with the 2 Acre Homestead, and that's a little bit of what is going on today on our homestead. That's it for me here. So from all of us, our family to your family, stay safe out there.